Alright guys, so today we're going to be checking out the brand new V-Moda Hexamove Pro true wireless earbuds. Now this is the Pro version, but there's also a light version available as well, and really they're essentially the exact same earbud. The only difference is the Pro edition comes with a few more accessories, and the Pro version also works with V-Moda's app so that you can go through their different EQ settings, and you can even go in and customize the EQ settings yourself. So you can have your own sound, or you can just listen to some of theirs. But if you are going to use that and you're using an Android phone, the app's not supposed to be available until late November. So do keep that in mind. But as far as pricing goes, the Pro version comes in at $169, where the Lite version comes in at $129. So if you're not familiar with V-Moda, they've actually been releasing headphones and earbuds for a while now, but they always have like a distinctive design. Their headphones kind of have like sharp edges on the outside where they have their custom shields. You can customize them yourself. You can take them off, replace them. It's always kind of had like this modular type design, but the headphones have always been built like a tank. You don't really have to worry about them snapping or breaking. There's not a whole lot of plastic in their build. So I was curious to how they were going to do their earbuds. And essentially they kind of kept that same design. It has the custom shields on the outside that you can go on their website and just kind of design your own. It also comes with two additional colors. You have a silver and a gold on top of the black ones that are already on it. And this time around, these aren't necessarily built like a tank, but I'm going to go ahead and say that the charging case that these come with is basically the size of a tank. This is one of the largest charging cases I've ever seen on a pair of true wireless earbuds, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's go ahead and get into some of the features that the Hexamove earbuds have. Now they do use Bluetooth 5.0, but they have aptX adaptive, AAC, and SBC playback. So having that aptX adaptive, that seems to be one of my favorite Bluetooth codecs out there because it's always trying to adjust to what you're listening to and the connection that you have to kind of make sure that you're getting the best sound in whatever situation that you're in. And like I said earlier, these do work with V-Moda's app, but since I'm now on the new Pixel phone, I'm on an Android phone, and I'm not able to test this simply because the app right now is only available with iOS devices. So in late November, hopefully the app will come through. So all of this review is just going to be based off the sound as they are out of the box. Now, as far as using these outdoors, they do come with an IPX5 rating. So this isn't one of those pairs that's completely waterproof. But if you are looking for a pair to use at the gym or while running outdoors or even by the pool, these will be fine if they get splashed on. They'll be fine if you're out and it starts to rain, or if you just sweat heavily at the gym, you're not going to have to worry about using these. Now, as far as what comes inside the box, like I said, the Pro Edition comes with a few additional accessories. And it really does have like a modular feel to it. And that's because you can use these earbuds in several different ways because of the accessories. Now it does come with the usual small, medium, and large silicone ear tips, but it also comes with a silicone fitting, which basically goes around the outside part of the earbud and it kind of grips inside of your ear easier. So if you're somebody that has a hard time having earbuds stay and not move around so much, having this little fitting just kind of helps keep it in place. And speaking of also keeping it in place, they come with sport fins. So if you're gonna be using these running, the sport fins just kind of help keep them in your ear canal. And I like this because usually I just like to keep sport fins on my earbuds. So if I'm laying down or moving around or whatever, the earbuds are just always staying in place. But what kind of separates these from some other earbuds is it also comes with an ear hook fitting. So if you like for the ear hook to go around your ears, this again just causes a little bit more stability in the earbuds. And then another interesting feature is it also comes with this little neckband connector. So if you want to hook the earbuds to each other, that way you can take them out and just kind of leave them hanging around your shoulders. But it also comes with this little stabilizer that you would put in the middle of the cable so that it kind of sits on your neck and keeps everything a little bit more balanced. Now, if you don't want all of those accessories and you just like to use your earbuds just with normal ear tips, I recommend going over to the Lite version because you are paying for all of these accessories. Now moving over to the charging cable they've included, it does come with a USB-C cable. And as far as charging these, surprisingly, as large as this case is, it is not a Qi wireless charging case. I'm not sure why they didn't have this feature. I know a lot of people are going to expect this in this price range, so that's kind of a letdown. But speaking of the charging, the battery life is just decent. It's not anything like 10 plus hours like we've seen on some other earbuds, but the earbuds give you 6 hours on a single charge, where with this large charging case, you're going to get around 24 hours total. And again, because of the size of this case, I was really hoping for a lot more battery life than just an additional 18 hours on top of the 6 hours you're getting with the earbuds. Now on the back of the case, you can see the USB-C input, and also on the back is your 3 indicator lights. That way you can kind of gauge how much battery life is left on the case. Now when you open up the lid, this is where you can see the earbuds, and you can see how small the earbuds actually are. They're not taking up hardly any space in this case at all. Now you can also see that they did leave a design in the case so that if you do have the ear hooks on, it will fit in there. So I do kind of understand a little bit why the case needs to be a little bit wider, but I'm still not sure on why the case needs to be as deep and as tall as it is. But as far as the earbuds go, like I said, it does keep V-Moda's design that they usually use on their headphones. You can just change out these little shields on the outside. It comes with the silver and gold in the box, but they also sent me a little custom shield that has my initials, which is actually kind of cool. It just, again, kind of gives you a personalized feel to your earbuds. I like this because a lot of earbuds do just look the same. It's nice to kind of give it your own personal touch. Again, I do like this feature. And another feature that I like is they are using touch controls on these earbuds, but they are using a gyro sensor. So for a lot of you, like if you go to adjust your earbuds and you may accidentally touch the outside, you'll know how frustrating that is, that it pauses your music or does something that you're not wanting it to do. Well, with the gyro sensors, it only reacts to you actually tapping. So you could touch it lightly all you want and it's not going to do anything. But one thing that I do want to point out about the controls is, sadly, they don't give you control over everything. You do have the ability to play and pause. You have the ability to skip your tracks forward or go backwards, but there is no volume control on this pair. And again, I don't know if it's because of that gyro sensor, because they had to figure out a way to maybe have you touch and hold. I don't know. It's just not able to do this, so you do have to pull out your phone to control the volume, or you can summon your smart assistant from the earbuds to actually move the volume up or down. But I personally just like to have all of my controls on the earbuds, so it's a little frustrating that these don't have that. Now for you guys that do like to use your earbuds individually, you can use either the left or the right. And then also for using these for phone calls, I feel like the mics did a pretty decent job of picking up my voice. I don't feel like it was trying to do anything to make it sound too digital, but you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test using the Hexamove Pros. Again, I was pretty surprised at how well it picked up my voice without making things sounding too digital, but this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so now here is a mic test with a crowd noise being played, which you can hear here. And so this is what it would sound like if you were to take a call in public. So now let's talk about the sound, because the sound on these is very surprising and also kind of frustrating. And again, this is just the sound out of the box, but I feel like the EQ on these out of the box is actually excellent. It's a dynamic sounding earbud. There's a lot of airy spaciousness sound to it, so it sounds like a wide open sounding pair of earbuds. And having a dynamic sound and having an open sound is actually pretty unique when it comes to earbuds. That's something you usually get with headphones. Most of the time it's open back headphones that you have to kind of EQ a certain way. So sound quality wise, I enjoyed these because mids sounded fantastic. Vocalists had like a really natural presence to it. The treble had nice details, but it wasn't a treble that sounded very bright or harsh. And then really the bass presence that these have, it's very interesting because it's a pair that has a lot of kick to it, but with it having that spaciousness and airiness, it never felt like it was taking over. So you're able to feel bass impact, but you're still able to hear all of your details and all of your vocals and just not feel like everything's getting drowned out. And I also think another reason that is the volume doesn't get as loud as I would like. I felt like I would turn it all the way up and I would still want to turn it up maybe 2 more notches. So that's just when I want to listen to things loud. I do know that these are only 6mm drivers, so there may be some limitations here, especially with the way that these are EQ'd. But sound-wise, they're a fantastic pair. It's an excellent product in the V-Moda lineup. It just needs a little bit more oomph in the volume. And I really wish that this pair also had Qi wireless charging, just because in this price range, it really is going to be expected because almost every other earbud has Qi wireless charging. But guys, that's my video on the brand new V-Moda Hexamove Pro. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.